Alright, good morning ladies and gentlemen. It's your favorite animal scientist, Mr. Kester Amos. I'm back here in Delta with a poultry project. I'm building 5,000 capacity broiler house and 5,000 capacity layer house, all in Owologbo. I'm sure I'm pronouncing it very well. Owologbo, close to Ozoro in Delta State. So we are actually in the process of construction. We are almost, I would say, about 70% done with the construction. So I just want to show you at this stage, because the next video we're going to be making here will be the complete project. So without wasting your time, we have the two buildings aligned side by side like we like to have them, but with a good amount of space between the broiler and the layer house. And we are also using the same principles we have always talked about. We use the broiler house to do the brooding of the pullets, which are the layers, and when they get to 12 to 14 weeks, we'll move them into the laying house where we'll have the cages. Then for the period of time they will be spending in the laying house, we'll be using the broiler house for broiler production. So this is more economical than building a brooder house of this size and building another structure for broiler. Especially in our economy today, this building is a lot of money. So having two of these and just allowing one to remain fallow does not make economic sense. So I'm just going to walk you through the two buildings now and show you how it looks like inside the broiler house, and also the design we have put up in the layer house. All right, remember now you farm. All right, so this is the broiler house. Actually the door is there. I'm going to show you the door, but we are still doing sand filling, so that's why we have left this part open for us to carry out the sand filling. So you can see we started the filling from that extreme, and we also have some in the middle. The next one we're going to dump it there, so we can spread it evenly and ensure that it is well watered for the sediments to compact before we do the casting. So all that is left with the broiler house is just to do the filling and the casting. Then we'll do the plastering of the internal walls. And of course, you can see our carpenters are currently on ground working on the sides. This is what I mean by the sides. If you come here, so we're going to be having our wire mesh on this side. So we are actually doing the framing. So once the framing is done and the wire mesh is wrapped around, all that is remaining is the plastering of the inside. You can see we have also plastered the outside, but we've not dressed this part because we need to frame it first. After framing it, we'll plaster this top with the framed wire mesh, so you don't have any space for rodents to go into. So that's what it is. Like I said, here is the door to the poultry house. So this is the single entrance to the poultry house. So this is for the broiler. So let's take you to the layer house that's just behind. So you pass through this back. Yeah, so this is the layer house. You can see the roofing pattern is the same and it's neatly done. And we are also framing the sides here in order for us to wrap it around with the wire mesh. But from our recent designs we'll be putting up, we have a storehouse here. So this is where we're going to have an office with egg storage department or compartment here. So if you come in with me, this is the main entrance to the poultry house. So this is designed for the attendants, the workers. This is where they pass through to the poultry house. They have no business there. That is sales department, secretary department, where the secretary stays and monitors the activities of the eggs and what is coming in and what is going out. But for the farm attendants, this is their single entrance. So here is the corridor. This is the corridor. Then if you come in now, this is where we'll be having the store. So you can see there's a door right here. From here, the eggs come in. They don't have to come through this path. So the eggs come in and one can easily go in and out of this space. So we'll be having the eggs stored at the extreme. Then we'll be having the secretary desk here. So when people come in like this, whatever you need, the secretary attends to you, and the eggs are always stored there before we move them outside to wherever the sales are going to be. That's not really my concern, but for my concern is the design here. So it's designed in such a way that you can have a seat and a desk for the secretary and the egg storage and maybe a few equipments for the poultry farm enterprise. All right, so let's take you through this way. So we are going to fill all of this and cast it. It's going to get to this level, the filling, so that we'll flush it together with this. So you just come out here now. All right. So you can see this is the poultry house. The floor design for the layer house is always different from that of the broiler house. Now, if you come to this extreme, the entrance. So let's take it from the entrance so that you get a clear understanding. The camera is going to stay on this side so that you can see exactly what we are talking about. All right, so this is the first walkway where I'm standing. So this is the first walkway. And here is where the first cage is going to be. We have 3 rows in this structure. So the first cage is going to be here. So the attendants have a whole lot of space here to move about and feed the birds, collect the eggs on this side. Then on the other side, when you come in, this is the second walkway. So you can see we have our poles in the walkway. We can't have them where we'll be having the cages. So the poles stay on the walkway. So right here, you collect the eggs on this side, you feed the birds on this side. And this is another cage. So this is another pit where we do the feeding and collection of egg. Then you come here, we have another walkway. You can see another line of poles here. So there's a walkway here, then we have cages here. So we have 1, 2, 3. So this is the third row of cages, and that's the extreme walkway. So it's made in such a way that you can have good access through the entire building. You don't have any form of congestions when moving about. It's designed in a way that you can move about freely and attend to the birds freely. Now this whole part you see here is what we call the walkway or the run. So you can access every part of the cages through this area. So at the extreme, we just have the flush where we flush the waste. The waste goes down to the extreme and we flush it to the manure pit. So that is how it's designed. So maybe we'll just take you to the extreme end through the outside for you to see how we have flushed it down there. Let's pass here. So we have also left this part open so we can move in the soil or the sand to fill it up, because we still have a lot of filling to do right inside here. Alright, so this is the extreme end. This is the extreme end. You can see this is the part where the manure comes from. So we have a beam here. So the manure is pushed through this part. We're going to have a slab, or more like a channel here, that will collect the manure to the pit. So the channel is going to run through the entire width of the building. So it can collect from the extreme pit to this one here. So this is the middle pit. You can see there's the middle pit, and we have the final one here. So the channel is going to start from here. So as the manure is pushed down this way with the manure scraper machine, it flushes right straight to where we're going to have the pit. So we're still a work in progress here. As you've seen, construction is ongoing, and of course, by the time we finish, we're going to bring another video from here to show you what the structure looks like. So this is for 5,000 capacity layers and 5,000 capacity broilers, and the farm is located in Delta State in a community called Owologbo, close to Ozoro, where you have the university now. I think College of Education turned university. All right, so that's it for today's video. You keep following us. We have great content, and don't forget to subscribe and like and share the video. So until we meet you again, thank you, God bless you, and bye bye.